Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're having a good day. If not, let's make it a good day. Hey, I'm Schumann. You were quick today. The other day, I was like, hey, I'm surprised that Schumann is in here. How are you doing today? Hey, Light Blue. Welcome. I don't remember that name. How are you? I hope you're well. And I'm happy you're here. On Schumann was here first, so I'll start with on Schumann. Would you like a reading today on Schumann? And if so, oh, look, already, he already knows. What are Zoya's feelings for me and what is coming towards us? Today I made her cry, by saying I'm leaving forever. I said sorry, and she said she forgives me. I feel bad. Oh, well, look, at least you know that she doesn't want you to go anywhere, Light Blue, I'm going to write your name down, and then after on Schumann, I can read for you, okay? If you would like one. Thank you, Fob. Welcome. Oh, look, on Schumann, you have to remember that we're human. Ask Kifab. Ask Kifab how he acted. He's over here giving me the side eye. No, but it's okay. Look, see, he put ... because he knows. We're just human. And I think what we learn is why we did what we did and how we can move forward and grow from it, I'm so sorry. Let me read for you, okay? I'll put over the deck and then we'll do a reading, okay? My higher power, source, creator of all, thank you for being here in this community. I said you got my words in this deck to send light of love, messages of love, light, and positivity to Anshuman and his twin flame. I said you guide Anshuman with words of wisdom and just peace and growth, and show them how they can grow from this process. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of love and healing for Anshuman and his twin flame through getting over this argument and the emotions that came from it. I send them both love, light, abundance, and prosperity. And so it is. Amen. Try not to stress. I know I always say easier said than done, but stressing about our actions can cause it to be worse, She I'm sure understands and is moving, closing that door. It's okay. I rid this deck of any negativity. I always speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I said you got my words in this deck to help on Schumann in this trying time, as there's just been a breakdown in communication between them and their twin flame. I'm grateful for Schumann being part of our community. I'm grateful to our higher power for guiding my words in the deck and helping to raise the positive vibrational field to the world we live in. We all rise. See, look, my dog said it's gonna be okay. Hey, Sterling, you can yell greetings. Severo. Okay, Light Blue, we can do that. Severo. No. Okay. And hey, Sterling, let me write your name down before I forget. Severo. It's okay. Okay, he'll quit. He'll quit in a minute. No. All right, this is the 7 of Pentacles. Look, 7, the heavenly number telling you it's okay. I trust my ideas and my direction. May, no ma'am. Potential growth. See, you're learning, like you made a mistake, but you knew immediately about your mistake. You reflect on your situation and wonder if it's all been worthwhile. So now you're feeling like, man, this is why you're seeking advice, right? You're asking, how did she feel about me? But they're acknowledging that you're feeling like this. The message of this 7 is to keep going. And see, that's your higher power on Schumann saying, keep going. Even when you're doubting yourself or your goal, you are on the right track. If you commit and persevere, you will get the rewards you deserve. It may be tempting to feel dissatisfied and look elsewhere. As you have worked hard and invested much time and energy. Appreciate the gains you have made and dedicate yourself. There is much more to come. So look, see, that's just your higher power telling you the same thing. You know, it's okay. It's okay. All right. This is the Hanged Man. I can see the situation another way. So look, I always say our higher power gives us situations so that we can learn to grow from them, you know? So this is your higher power, your spirit allies telling you to look at this from another way. Hey, 7, I'm going to write your name down. I appreciate you. Welcome back. A young man is suspended upside down from a tree. The tree is a representation of the tree of life, a sacred symbol of the enduring connectedness of all things. He is tethered to a branch by one foot, yet he appears unharmed and peaceful, awaiting whatever the future brings. The luminous selenite rocks below him symbolize his connection to the spiritual world. You may feel in limbo as you wait for events to speed up or for others to make a move. The card, however, asks you to make the most of this impasse and see your situation from another angle. An additional meaning is considering a compromise as a way forward. Spiritually, the Hanged Man can show meditation, spiritual awareness, or spiritual initiation. And I know meditation for me really helps me stay grounded. Hey, Sig, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I know you hop in to support. I'll put your name down, and if you happen to be around and want a reading when I get to you, I'll call out to you. If you haven't went to Sick Bastard, Adventures of Keep Bob, and Sterling Will's channels, go check them out. They're amazing brothers and very positive people in our lives. All right, on Schumann, this is the 8 of Wands. I manifest multiple opportunities, and I know you're a spiritual being, so I'm sure manifestation's right up your alley. 8 of Wands. News, messages, and energy. 8, number of change in the passionate, driven suit of wands, signifies news that creates new opportunities. It's the card of communication. And events begin to speed up. So if you have been waiting for a decision or other news, this is highly likely now. In general, there will be more emails, texts, and other messages arriving. Travel is also favored. So this busy card brings opportunities for frequent trips for work and short breaks for leisure. The advice here is to pause and consider your options rather than respond impulsively, which given a situation, it sounds like maybe you did act a little impulsively, but we're human at the end of the day, you know. On Schumann, thank you for letting me read for you. And thank you for coming back and visiting me all the time. I love it. And of course, always being so kind with your greeting words. I'm sending you and your twin flame so much love and light. And this too shall pass. And always remember you're guided and protected and loved. Yes, it will be just fine. It will be just fine, okay? Try not to worry too much. And yeah, go do some making up. We call that butt kissing. Go do some butt kissing. Keep up has some butt kissing to do today. He's looking at me like, for what? He did make breakfast, but that was before his little meltdown. So I think he has some more making up to do. Lots of love to you on Schumann. Namaste. All right, light blue. You said a love reading, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. Yeah. Keepop. Look, Keepop's already making up for it. He's secretarying for me. All right, light blue. Let's do a general love reading. My higher power, source, creator of all. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. And I just ask you to do the same for light blue, to provide words of wisdom and knowledge regarding light blue's love life. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of wisdom and knowledge surrounding light blue's love life and what to expect or how to navigate. Sometimes can be a pretty difficult part of our life. And I'm sending so much love and light to light blue. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you. And I just want you to have an open mind and an open heart to the message. As Sister almost said, Keepop's a specimen. Yes, he is. I do adore him, though. He is very much my best friend. Hey, Phantom, welcome. Before I shuffle light blue, let me write Phantom's name down real fast. Okay, I'm glad you're here, Phantom. Welcome back. I've read this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words and guide this deck to bring wisdom and knowledge to light blue regarding their love life and how to navigate that part of their life. I'm grateful for them being part of our community and helping to raise the positive vibrations of the world we live in. When one rises, we all rise. Okay. The Knight of Wands. I make decisions without pressure. Oh gosh, love life is all pressure. 7. I got light blue and then sterling, and then you'll be next. Knight of Wands. Let's see. Like no pressure. What? Love life is everything but like all of that pressure. Our higher powers like woosah. Action, speed, and impulsiveness. As a person, this knight is dynamic and charismatic, full of fiery energy. Situation, the card shows an unexpected turn of events, a sudden conversation that moves a stuck situation forward, a sudden attraction and flirtation, a flash of inspiration. Whatever impact the knight has, he brings energy. The advice within this card is to not get too caught up too soon and take a moment to consider what is an offer before you proceed. In readings, the card can also come up to show an imminent house move. So you know your love situation a little bit better. So I don't want to speak too much on it, but I'll leave it with that. All right, this is the Justice card. I speak my truth in fairness to myself. It makes sense. I'm glad it connects with you. I always tell people sometimes I read and I naturally, I'm human and I have a doubt. And then people, it usually resonates with people. I rush, oh, I want to say girl, no, but person. If you only knew, I was like the queen of that. I've been married now. I've been with Keepop for 13 years. And so I haven't luckily had to deal with that. But I am known for rushing as well and falling head over heels very fast. Justice. Seated on a throne, justice is the judge or legal authority in action. The plinth is carved from satellite, a stone of communication. Her sword stands for retribution and the scales, mercy. Within the scales are the 7 chakra stones, representing the need for wholeness and balance. Talking about that impulsivity, balance. Yeah. Oh no, light blue. Trust me too. Okay, my husband's a good one. He is my soulmate. But before him, nobody made it past 3 because I would do exactly that. I would jump in head first and then like couldn't make it past 3. Oh, Leo, yeah, lions, of course. Hey, Toga. Let me write Toga's name down real quick, and I'll finish reading this card for you. Balance. We're talking about this card's talking about balance. She must carefully weigh up the whole story before giving her verdict. That's so funny. That's literally the last piece of the overall description. She must carefully weigh up the whole story before giving her verdict. Justice reveals a decision in your favor, provided that this is right, fair, and deserving. The card can relate to the outcome of legal matters or signify those who work in the legal profession. Overall, the truth prevails and your situation improves as a result. Justice can also reveal the need to find balance in your life by following your own truth and values. Oh, I love that. Okay. And it's hard, it is. It's hard because it's all we want. It's just love. So sometimes we'll find it in people that's not necessarily meant for us. But I also say, all those people that I've been through, like I learned from those relationships. And if I wouldn't have had those relationships, I probably wouldn't have been ready for key fob. Knight of Cups. An offer or other new opportunity comes to you. I don't know if you're single or what the deal is, but I'm just going to read it and let it sink in. An offer or other new opportunity comes to you. This may be an invitation or proposal of some kind, which sounds like exactly what you need. The card can show the early stages of a relationship. However, as a person in your reading, this knight is romantic but not practical. So he or she may say just what you want to hear, but forget the practicalities. The message here is to wait and observe. Oh, light blue, they're talking to you. Wait and observe and let this person prove his or her value before you agree to any plan. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope it gave you something to meditate or pray over, whatever your practice is. And I truly appreciate you being here. I hope to see you again. I remember seeing you the other day, I think. I remember the picture, light blue. Sterling, Craigslist women are scary. I prefer MySpace. Hey, I'm halfway normal. All right, Sterling, brother. Being practical. Take a moment to see what's really happening. There you go, light blue. You got it. I always say easier said than done, but it gives us something to remind us as we go on our journey. Of course. I appreciate you being here again. Thank you. All right, Sterling, I'm going to pray over the deck and then we'll do a 3-card read. I don't have the doggy deck today, so it should be gentle. Higher power, source, creator of all. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for Sterling as he's here to seek spiritual connection, spiritual advice, and wisdom. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of self-love, self-confidence, and just wisdom and knowledge of how to navigate this difficult world that we live in. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay. I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, brother, and I just want you to have an open heart and an open mind. Nice. Rid this deck of any negativity. Camper fortification is going to be a real thing in about a month or so when we're living in our camper.
We met in camper. We're in dining.
We did. Oh my God, I didn't even make that connection. Kiva was living in a camper when we met 13 years ago. Now we're going back to the camper life. We're like, we want to buy a house. And then we have the house. We're like, we want to downsize. So I ask that you guide my words in this deck for Sterling. I always speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I'm thankful to this community, to our higher power, and to this deck for helping raise the positive vibrational fields. When my rises, we all rise. And I've told Sterling before that Sterling Will is actually the one who gave me the confidence to get on this platform and tarot read, because Sterling Will has a channel of his own. He said, hey, go live and do some tarot reading. And I did. And if it wasn't for that session, I might never would have had the courage to get on here and connect with so many people. So I appreciate that. That was a really good catalyst to help me be a little more strong in my practice. All right, the Four of Cups. I listen to my heart and follow my knowing. Let's see. Boredom, hitting a plateau in a relationship or at work, finding yourself in a situation in which you're beginning to feel listless and even stuck. You may be feeling disillusioned and flat as the expectations you once had don't materialize. You may feel the need for inspiration or direction and hope for positive change. Rather than wait for things to improve dramatically, you can make some small decision that lifts your mood so you can see where to go next. Oh, of course. Yes, K-pop does. K-pop does not. I got back from rehab and then he just calls me his, wild one or wild child or something. Like he doesn't question, like tarot and spirituality. Like I received light at my church the other day and I came home talking about it. And I'm so thankful that K-pop isn't like, are you crazy? What is this binti on your forehead? What are you talking about? Light workers. Like he doesn't question it. I think he just sees it brings me happiness and keeps me sober. So she's like, oh, feral. Yeah, that's what it is, feral. So he definitely is a big part of it. If he wouldn't have been so accepting of all this, what I call craziness, then, I wouldn't have been brave enough to continue. And it brings me and other people a lot of happiness. So. All right, 8 of Wands. I manifest multiple opportunities. Look, your higher power is talking to you about manifesting. When you feel stuck, work on the power of manifesting. Oh, thank you. First card was good. Yes, it was. News, messages, and energy. 8, number of change in the passionate, driven suit of wands signifies news that creates new opportunities. It's the card of communication, and events begin to speed up. So if you've been waiting for a decision or other news, this is highly likely now. In general, there will be more emails, texts, and other messages arriving. Travel is also favored, of course, for you. So you better be traveling. So this busy card brings opportunities to frequent trips for work. That makes me laugh, knowing what you do as a job. Frequent trips for work and short breaks for leisure. Notice it's like long travel, but just short breaks for leisure. But look, the short breaks are that's what matters. The advice here is to pause and consider your options rather than respond impulsively. All right. Oh, you got another wand. 4 of Wands, and you got 2 4s. 4 of Wands. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. And I know we've talked before about, I've noticed that you like looking at the sunrises and having gratitude for that. I know that you're bringing this into your life. Second card, whoa, dude. I love the woes. I'm glad it resonates with you. I didn't see the holy smokes. Holy smokes. It's your higher power talking. That's what I always tell people. I am just blood of a vessel, thank God. And that's all you, Sterling. That's you and your higher power talking. 4 of Wands, freedom, happiness, and celebration. A time for joy and togetherness. The card denotes harmony and laughter. A time for you to relax and enjoy life's pleasures, especially if you've been feeling under pressure. You find peace and appreciate the simple things in life and may celebrate the milestones too. Yeah, you have some huge milestones, brother. I'm thankful you're still here. This 4 often comes up in readings to signify holidays, honeymoons, weddings, and parties. An additional meaning is finding a new home or the perfect place for a vacation. Look, it's a little mini vacation when we go to the track, huh? You won't have to be working. A nomadic hobbit, and you might still be. Maybe your new home is your vessel that you travel in. That might be your new home, you know? Yeah, you did. And I know that through that survival, you see the universe brings you all that you need to feel blissful now. You know, we still are human and have our hard times. That's going to happen. But coming out of it and thinking about the attitude of gratitude is what gets us through it, or me particularly, you know. Thank you for being here. But we're all true. Okay, you'll have to take another little mini vacation. I'm excited about the races though. All right, 7. Thank you, Sterling, for letting me read for you. I'm glad I connected with you, gave you something to pray and meditate over. And you know, I'm always sending you so much love and light and good vibes. All right, 7, if you're still here, pop in the chat. Usually you stick around for your readings. And if I remember correctly, you said general. Let's see, 7. General, yeah. So I'll give 7 a minute to hop in the chat. I see you, Phantom. I've got 7, and then Sick if he's still here, and then Phantom. And after Phantom, Togther. Togther sticks around too. I'll give 7 a minute. I like the guitar. That's pretty cool. No, what do you mean? Sorry, you didn't talk at me this morning. No, y'all are a whole panel of people that have to talk to many people. Don't ever be sorry for that. I just love being able to hop on when I can. When I go back to a normal job, I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able to get on YouTube as much. Hopefully I'll be able to navigate it and keep it kind of centered. That happens though. That's okay. You'll have a sunset and then another sunrise. All right. I guess 7 hopped off. Sick, are you still here? Do you want a reading today? I know Sick comes in to show some love and then usually heads out. So if 7 or Sick are still here, hop in the chat. And if not, I'll jump to Phantom. And Phantom, did you want a general reading or did you have a specific question? I think 7 and Sick are gone. So Phantom, you can jump in a chat and let me know if you want a general reading or, oh, there you go. What's coming your way soon? Of course, let's do it. I'll get a sip of water first. My higher power, source, creator of all. Thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for Phantom, as Phantom seeking spiritual advice and wisdom on what to expect that's upcoming. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of security and faith and just words of wisdom of what might be coming up in Phantom's life. I'm sending so much love, light, and positivity. When one rises, we all rise. And so it is. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you. You know, I know a lot of people tell me they're signs. I'm just newer to tarot, so I haven't learned how to incorporate the signs into my readings. But I definitely have been looking like wanting to look more into astrology. So you just kind of put that little seed there again. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I do. I do want to broaden my, because I know astrology is a big piece of all of this, you know, and so I do want to learn more about it. All right, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you. I read this deck of any negativity. I only lead with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words in this deck for Phantom, as Phantom is seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding what to expect coming their way. When one matches, all rise. I guess the reason I haven't thought too far about the zodiacs either is it's kind of like I just trust that my higher power will pull the cards that are meant to be heard. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but there also is this lady at this church I go to. It's more of like a spiritual center. And she does astrology, and she said that she can literally like do an hold on, my dog's trying to get out the door. Come here, get over here. She can literally look at an astrology like map and move something and then change things. But like that, I don't know. That's really deep to me. I'm like, I don't know about that. But that's what she said. All right. Your first card is the Two of Pentacles. I calmly make the best possible decision. So let's see. A choice, the tension between opposites. There may be a need to decide between two strong options, such as two job offers, two locations, or even two people. This card often comes up to denote the process of decision making, weighing up the potential positives and negatives while feeling under pressure. This too can also represent balancing the books, keeping money flowing so income equals expenditure. There may be two bills or two commitments that need equal attention. Cash needs careful management. Oh, Lord, story of my life. Cash needs careful management. I actually found out through my AA program that I need to attend Debtors Anonymous too. That's no joke. I found that out this morning. I didn't even know there was a Debtors Anonymous. I'm like, okay, come here, Siete. Let me get my fat head. Siete, come here. All right. Your next one is the Eight of Swords. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Ooh, that's a hard one. That's pretty deep. All right, hold on. Let me see. Restriction, fear, and negative thinking. Like I'm another epitome of that one. This 8 often signifies feeling trapped and powerless. However, you may unknowingly be sabotaging yourself by taking on the role of victim. It may be time to reclaim your power by examining the causes of the situation rather than accepting your position. You can think your way out of this now and make a change. An additional meaning of the card in your reading is being with someone who is emotionally unavailable, so the relationship becomes a test. Tend to overthink. Yeah, you and me both. That's for damn sure. I'll overanalyze like everything. And now, luckily, that I'm sober, my programs taught me about faith. And so I'll catch myself overanalyzing. I'm like, calm down, Crystal. You know, it's not that crazy. All right, then Siete, come here. Siete, come here. Be good. Stop being like that. She's going antsy because Keepop left the house or left the room. The Knight of Wands. I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. You got some deep stuff going on. The con of being Gemini. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's in the Taurus description, but I don't think it is. I don't know. It might be, but I do. I overanalyze everything. I try to control everything. That's really what it is. And the Taurus, is very bullheaded. So for me, it's overthinking, but it's overthinking to control everything. Yeah. All right, the Nine of Wands. Vigilance, strength, and defense. This 9 often shows an ongoing struggle that tests your character and your resources. You may be tired, but still need to fight on because you're almost at your goal. This is the point at which some people give up or give in, but the message here is to persevere. It sounds like you might be going through some deep things, and both of these past 2 cards are just validating your struggle and to keep going, just to keep pushing through. An additional interpretation is harboring an old wound. Past experience says it is unsafe to drop your guard just yet. For this reason, you may be overly vigilant, unwilling to trust others until you have absolute proof of their intentions. So yeah, your cards are just calling in for a lot of deep reflection and key fob is okay today. A lot of deep reflection, and I don't know if you meditate, whatever your practice is to keep you spiritually fit. That's just, yeah, it seems like you just have a lot going on. So I'm sending you so much love and light. And yeah, I don't want to speak anymore on it because I don't want to put words out of my mouth instead of my higher power's mouth. But I'm just sending you a lot of healing and love and light. And as always, thank you for being here. I know I've seen you more than once, so I appreciate you being part of this community and letting me read for you and letting me grow in my practice. So thank you. All right, Toga brother. Oh, look, Toga popped up at just the same time. Yeah, because if Suppin's not here, hey, Carney, if y'all haven't checked out Carney yet either, he is another brother in this amazing community. They ride bikes, and the shade tree surgeon calls them bad people doing good things, but really they're just really freaking awesome people doing amazing things. So go check out his channel too. Oh, hey, 24. Oh my goodness, how lucky am I? I appreciate y'all. I'll write your names down for a read if you want one. I know sometimes y'all just come in to say hey. So I appreciate you if you're just here to support also. But if you want a reading, I have Toga next. And then Carney and 24, if y'all want a reading, I'll read for you. Toga, brother, would you like a general reading or do you have a specific question? I really appreciate y'all. I can't believe that. I got a 2 for 1, 2 for, and did you send them the link? Is that how they got in? He did. He always sends links out. You did it? You're smiling like you're lying. Because he did that for my son the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, Jay just showed up. But he's like, I was like, you sent him the link, didn't you?
I did not send you for
You sent them something.
all I did was share it.
Oh, so I was like, oh, okay. All right, Toga, I'm gonna pray over the deck, okay? My higher power, my source, creator of all, thank you for being here and guiding my words in this deck. And I said you do the same for Toga. Toga's here to seek spiritual advice and spiritual wisdom. And I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring words of love, light, and positivity. When one rises, we all rise. All right, Toga, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, brother. I just want you to have an open mind and an open heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I said you guide my words and guide this deck to bring Toga some spiritual connection and spiritual guidance. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the positive energy he always brings to our community. Okay. Even when he gets the crappy dog cards. Okay, but I really like this tarot deck better. I don't know why. I feel like I get a lot more like, oh, that connected or whatever than the doggy deck. So I love my doggy deck. It's what started me, but this one has been really speaking. Toga, Page of Wands. I'm always open to good news. Like, yes, of course. He said, no worries, I'm ready. Yeah, I don't have the doggy deck today, so you don't have to keep your butt clenched. Page of Wands. All right, came up in my glass. All right. Messages and news. As a person in your reading, this page is often a young person who is talkative and creative. The card can literally show a young person reading and writing. As a situation, the card reveals welcome news, which brings conditions for advancement and self-expression. While he does not represent instant success, he does foretell good news. Specifically, this page often comes up in readings to show applications for work, or more simply, a person who will soon be in touch with you. Oh, I like that. You're going to have to let me know if something like comes up for you. Oh, Carney, I'm sending you so much love. I get that though. I do. And sometimes even in the not I'm not trying to pressure you, but sometimes even in the negative times, uh, there's a lot of positive messages that can help lift you. But I understand too. I do. I get that. And I'm sending you healing vibes, Carney. All right, Toga, the tower. I surrender and know how to go forward. A huge tower of rutilated quartz is struck by lightning. What was once solid and grounded comes apart as fire takes hold. The burning tower symbolizes loss and insecurity as two figures free fall toward the earth, shocked at their predicament. The needle inclusions in the quartz symbolize their sudden pain. However, the hematite boulders around the tower set deeply into the earth suggest foundations for a new way of being. So it's like validating through that pain and turmoil, a new person comes up, a more beautiful person and something that's grown. The tower often brings sudden change that is unexpected and chaotic. It is time to surrender rather than fight as an old situation. Relationship or belief can no longer stand up. However, you can recover and construct something better now that you see the truth. A spiritual interpretation of the card is personal breakthrough and enlightenment. And I know you always let me read for you, so there's no way you can't have a spiritual connection. So I'm sure that enlightenment is very valid for you, Tolga. All right, and this is the Fool. I am guided and protected on my life journey. Look, even my nice card can hit you with some. The Fool isn't harsh, but it's kind of like, oh, I'm distracted by this pretty butterfly while I fall into the abyss. 2-4, I don't have to have anything specific. You can just tell me if you want a general reading or like if you have a specific question you want to answer. And I can try. We'll see. All right, Toga. Walking through a rainbow forest, we find a fool following his dreams. In his bag, I'm just giggling that you got the Fool card. In his bag are 7 crystals to guide him on his journey, and 7 trees edge each side of the path, symbolizing the 7 chakras. In his left hand, he holds a white flower, the distraction, an emblem of innocence, distracted by the flower's beauty. He does not yet see the starry void beyond. So he's about to fall into the abyss. And the risk and adventures to come. Pure and carefree, the Fool is about to fall into an unknown universe. A beginning, a fresh start beckons. Wow, you got a lot of like change cards, and a new beginning, a fresh start beckons, and an opportunity awaits. You may find new work, a new romantic partner, begin a creative venture, or be driven by another passion or ideal. Depending on your circumstances, you may need to approach with caution to know the practicalities and explore the options before you take that risk. So it's not saying that you're going to fall into the abyss, but it's just saying just to be careful that a lot of times, I know me, I can get side-eyed by the shiny things to the right and not focusing on what really matters. And that's ultimately what the Fool card is talking about. Oh, but you always make me giggle. Thank you for letting me read for you, Toga. And I love that you're willing to grow through this journey, because all of us are just human and we all are the Fool on a daily basis sometimes, So thank you for letting me read for you. All right, 2-4, since Carney wants to just hang out, if he's still here, I appreciate you. Hey, Sean. Hold on, I've got 2-4 next, and then I can read for you. 2-4, do you want just a general reading? A lot of times with the general reading, I just pray over the deck and put 3 cards down, and then we read them. And Sean, if you would like to put your question in the chat, I can do yours after 2-4. Welcome. I can't remember if you've been here before or not. I think I've seen the name Sean, but I can't remember. Forgive me if you have been and I forgot. I'll give 2 for a minute. He might have had to hop off. And if you haven't checked out their channels, okay, 2 4. If you haven't checked out Carney's Ride, Key Fob, and 2 4, go check them out and subscribe. They're amazing people. And Sterling Will was here earlier in the chat. Go check their channels out. They're really awesome people. All right, 2 4. My higher power, source, creator of all, thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for 2 4, as 2 4 is here to seek spiritual advice and spiritual wisdom. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of self-love, self-confidence, healing, wealth, and prosperity. And so it is. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you, brother. And I just want you to have an open mind and an open heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I always speak with words of love, light, and positivity. Thank you for guiding my words and the cards to help raise the positive vibrational field of the world we live in. I said you do the same for 2 4. It's 2 4 seeking spiritual advice and spiritual wisdom. When one rises, we all rise. All right, Temperance. I had a student one time named Temperance. It was such a beautiful name. I find clarity through calm. And that is so much easier said than done is like my favorite thing to say because being calm is sometimes very hard for me. All right. A maiden holds 2 pitchers, pouring water from one to the other at the perfect angle so that not a single drop is spilled. The sun behind her gives her the energy she needs to manage her task with focus and precision. She stands upon a vast rock and blue calcite, signifying serenity and a sense of inner balance. The blue and purple irises that flourish nearby are symbols of hope and optimism. Temperance shows the need for balance and accuracy when life feels precarious. There may be many demands upon you, but you can take control. You may need to budget or plan your time to create more stability. An additional meaning is playing the part of peacekeeper or negotiator. So this card is just calling for more balance, whatever practice you use, like riding your motorcycle, to stay calm and balanced in your decision making and in your life overall. All right, the 3 of Pentacles. When I show my work, others give support. Oh, it makes me think of your channel too. All right. Let me find my Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, early success, whatever you are building or focusing upon is established. A relationship or a home, business or project, such as remodeling your house or yard. This is the card of the artisan who is meticulous and shares it with a willing, appreciative audience. That makes me think of your YouTube channel. You may find you discuss and negotiate with others to improve your ideas. This is the path to further success and income in the future. An additional meaning is giving a practical demonstration of your skills. Like all of that makes me think of your channel. If you haven't looked at 2 4's channel, go and subscribe. All right. Your next one is the 9 of Pentacles. Comfort, luxury, abundance, and sensuality. You find time to enjoy life's pleasures, which bring a sense of contentment as you appreciate the material things you deserve. There is work to do in the future, but now you can recharge and reflect on your success so far. The card also signifies financial independence. Oh, 2 4, you're getting some good finance cards. Financial independence, the freedom to be yourself and do what makes you happy. An additional meaning of the generous 9 is a deep connection with nature and feeling truly at home with yourself and at home in your environment. You have everything you need just now. Oh, I like your reading. Thank you, 2-4, for coming in. I love reading for people because it just gives me the same good vibes and reminds me, look at everything we have and that we're always provided for. So I really appreciate you. Thank you again. All right, Sean, a card pulled and welcome again, or thank you for coming back. I would like to know if there are any messages related to my car because I just experienced. Oh, I'm sorry. Togther. No. I don't even have words for that. I'm gonna tell you like I tell Kipa. Sometimes they put things in our view or around us so that they keep doing the same thing so that we can learn from them. But you're learning because you're still listening to the message. Your cards were pretty good. It was just the fool that threw you off. If I did a reading for a keep up, he would probably get the fool too. That's what I would totally get the fool. All right. Okay, Sean, I'm sorry, Togther got me with that one. The energy of this room pulled me in. Oh, I'm glad as I get distracted. Hopefully I didn't lose you. I would like to know if there's any messages related to my car. Okay. Oh, 2-4. 2-4 said, damn. You have no idea how close a lot of that is. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for validating it. It's really just your higher power. You know, I'm just a vessel and I try to stay grounded and connected. So ultimately, it's your higher power. But thank you for validating that. Okay, Sean, I'm going to pray over the deck. And I'm so sorry about your car. I know my car, Sean, decided it didn't want reverse recently, and used to I would have freaked out, but I stayed calm and I remembered that I still have drive and that my driveway sloped backwards so I can still go places. But I know it's hard with cars, and cars are expensive and they don't make them like they used to anymore. All right, I'm going to pray, Sean, over the deck and then I'll read. Okay, I'm just going to pull 3 and then we'll see. I don't know if it will give us direct what's going on with your car, but it may give you something to pray and meditate over. Okay. All right. My source, my higher power, creator of all, thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for Sean, as Sean is seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding their car. They've been having car problems, and we know that can be very, very hard and negative and difficult to deal with. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to wrap their arms around Sean and provide words of wisdom, light, hope, and strength during this trying time. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, Sean, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, and I just want you to have an open mind and heart to the message. I rid this deck of any negativity. I only speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I said you guide my words and guide this deck to provide Sean with words of wisdom and knowledge regarding their car. I'm grateful to this community, to our higher power, for helping us to raise the positive vibrational fields. When one rises, we all rise. Okay. Hopefully I didn't lose you, Sean, with my distraction. Funny distraction, though. I just need to send Togther a bunch of crystals, keep up. So he can just surround himself in crystals all day long. All right, Sean, this is the Page of Cups. I am as young as I choose to feel. Let's see. As a person in your reading, this page is often a young person who is imaginative, sensitive, and highly intuitive. As a situation, he denotes new, positive influences. There is fun and good conversation to be had, which makes you feel re-energized and even young again. The card often heralds a phase of lighthearted enjoyment when life flows and you feel less burdened by the usual responsibilities. When this page comes into your reading, you may also make a new friend. So it's not speaking on your card, but I like how it says, when life flows and you feel less burden. It's like your higher power just bringing that sense of youthfulness back to you and to remind you that even when crappy things happen to us, to try to stay centered and grounded. And just like with my Armada, I had to really find the gratitude in that the car still works, or I would have been really drawn down by it if I would have allowed it to let me get that way, you know? But I know that's easier said than done. All right. Your next one's the Two of Swords. Whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. So maybe this is regarding what you'll do with your cards. I mean, with your car. Let's read it first. A pause in activity, procrastination. Oh Lord, that sounds like me with the Armada. I don't know if I'm procrastinating or just like scared because we're moving soon. So I don't want to put too much money into the Armada and not have what we need for the land. But this card says a pause in activity, procrastination. This too can show you feeling caught between two people or two paths, and the indecision leaves you feeling stuck and depleted. You may feel that neither route is clear and nor ideal. And if it's like your car, to fix it or to not fix it, like neither one of them are good. However, there is a time for action. Otherwise, the issue becomes greater than it deserves to be as you ponder each potential outcome and or avoid making a decision altogether. An additional meaning of the card is a truce or taking time out during a period of stress or conflict. I think this card's speaking more onto your card. Like if you see that you're having car issues and you're debating whether to get it seen about or not, like I feel like this is urging you to make that decision, you know, because it says otherwise the issue becomes greater than it deserves as you ponder. So that's what I'm picking up on it, Sean. All right. And then your last one, oh, you got two pages. It's the page of, so, and you got two swords. I take care of the detail and stay in control. Look, that's your higher power. Like, you're good. I'm here. You got this. You're okay. This will work out. This too shall pass. Page of Swords. Details, information, and contracts. This page as a person has a sharp mind. He may be entertaining, but at his worst can be the cause of barbs and gossip. As a situation, the card asks you to be mindful of all official documents, from contracts to application forms. I think this is talking about your car, though. Be mindful of your car. Pay attention to the detail so the information you give is clear and complete. It goes on to talk about relationships. I'll read that part just in case. In relationships, the page can denote irritation and small arguments. More generally, the card can show the need to be vigilant so a situation does not escalate. All right, so you've got two cards here that are telling you to be vigilant and make that choice. And I know that card troubles are no fun, Sean, so I'm really sending you a lot of prayers and love, and I know that this too shall pass, because we're always like, you should have seen me when I was actively drinking and using. Like, I was not a good person, and I've always been provided for, and so you will too. You will, because I know you're an amazing person. I was a crappy person. I'm sure you're an amazing person. So you'll always be provided for. And thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you too, for. I appreciate you being here and supporting me. Yeah. I don't know if Sean's still here or not, but maybe you can go back and look at the reading if they need to. All right. Well, that's my list. So if anybody's just watching and wants a reading, you can hop in the chat. Those were good readings. It like goes real fast for like an hour, and then it gets kind of slow. But sometimes I'll stay on a little longer to see if anybody pops in. And if not, then I just hop off. That was a lot of people, though. Thank y'all for being so supportive and letting me talk junk about K-pop. because he's sitting over there just scrolling on his phone. He gets irritated with traffic all the time. I told him yesterday, like I told Togther about his cars. I said, maybe you keep having traffic issues because of how you're responding to it. I said, maybe it keeps, I don't know where I heard that from. I don't know what book, or I think it was at my spiritual center where they said that. Sean, all I did was move the car over a parking space and it gave me more issues. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Yeah, no fun. But your cards are definitely speaking to getting it seen about, because they're saying that the two cards that I read at the end were definitely, talking about procrastination and making a decision. Oh, 2 for first time for a reading and it's freakily close. I know that's what Red Lady came in and said one time too. Red Lady came and she was like, "Wow," and I was like, "I know, right?" Yeah, I love tarot. That's why I like when I read for myself for the longest. That's when I finally was like, I want to read for other people because it just brought me a lot of peace. And a lot of times with religion, I would feel disconnected during the week, So with spirituality, it's different. I can connect. I've just learned that the divine is within me, so I can connect at any second of the day that I want. Thank you for validating that too, for where it might be a simple fix or not be a total loss. Oh, you have an or question. So the only problem with the or question, Sean, is that my tarot deck doesn't really, I don't really read like that. It doesn't give, and some people mind, but like I put very publicly that I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a psychic. I'm more of like a spiritual, I don't know the right word. I just can't tell the future, but I can tell that the cards were saying to go. I don't think it's a total loss though. Like I don't think they were saying it's a total loss. I think they're just urging you to go get it seen about, I mean, I had to pay Nissan $200 to tell me that I need a new transmission. Unfortunately. And the thing's just like a 2020. But yeah, so you stated get the car with that. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking. I see. I gotcha. I know it's no fun though. I know it's no fun. So I'm sending you a lot of love, and I pray that it's just an easy fix, I really do, because the big fixes are no fun. Nobody wants to pay a bunch of money or lose a car. Ultimately, nobody wants to do that either. So I'm definitely sending you a lot of positivity and love and light, And thank you for coming and letting me read for you. I appreciate that. I'll wait around a little bit longer, see if anybody else wants a reading, and then I might cut it short. I do have, I don't know if I want to go though. I did an online AA meeting earlier, but there's an alumni meeting for the rehab that I went to every Tuesday that I like going to. So I don't know. If nobody else wants a reading, I might jump on that after a little bit. And Kefab and I get to go to town tomorrow because our RV decided that it wanted to leak. Yeah, our new home has a hole in the roof, but I've stayed calm, and we'll go tomorrow and make some content, some writing content, and we'll share the journey of our new home already being broken and get it fixed. That's all we can do, right? All we can do is fix it. Oh, really? Yeah. I'm like, I'm a little nervous because I know Buck lives in, his RV or camper. I always get mixed up which one's an RV and which one's a camper. Ours is a pull behind camper. And he did say something about cabin fever. Hey, Rusty Rides, welcome. I am honored to have you here. Would you like a reading? But yeah, so he said cabin fever is a real thing. And I was like, oh man, I'm a little worried, but I know with the lifestyle that we're wanting to live that we need to be out and about anyways. Oh, you got a big one. Oh, 2020. Yeah, see, ours is like, it's not that big, but there's like it's pretty big, like two sleeping areas. It's
35.
Oh, it's a 35. So it is pretty, it's not too far off. It's not a fifth wheel though, right?
No.
Oh, yeah. So I'm excited about this new lifestyle, and we won't be in the mortgage business, thank God. So that'll be good. It's just going to be a big change, but I was a little worried, but I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot. We close on the 21st, so there'll be a lot of things that have to happen, but it'll happen. So we'll have to document that too, so y'all can see. But yeah, we get to fix the water leak tomorrow. I had to take all the bedding out and wash it. Hey, Rusty, would you like a reading today? Or are you just here to support? You'll have to check out Rusty's channel too. He shared an amazing sober short with me earlier. It was a really good, almost like analogy for what addiction and alcoholism does to us. So I really appreciated that short that you shared. And how accurate is it, So accurate. But if you would like a reading, I can do it. And if not, that's okay too. I have a lot of brothers that come in just to support, and they're like, no, I'm okay with the tarots. Is Rusty's part of no, that's what I was thinking. Rusty, you're a biker. You have to go check out Key Fob and Two Four. They're all in this what they call duct tape community. You would love them. They're just a positive bikers doing really good things, just like what you're doing. Hey, Saja. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong, Saja. Yeah, you can get a reading. Do you just want a general reading? Saja, look, I waited long enough and somebody came for a reading. Welcome. I don't remember seeing your name before. If you have been here, please forgive me for forgetting. Saja. So would you like a general reading? All you need to do is a sense of humor and a toolbox. Yeah. Well, I got the sense of humor, so as long as I can stay calm. Oh, well, welcome, Sasha. I appreciate you being here. And Matt, Keepop's got the toolbox. So, Sasha, did you have a question in mind, or you just want a general reading? The reading on how he is feeling. Okay. Is this your partner? So is this like a love reading? The way I read, it doesn't typically tell you how another person is feeling, but like people get love readings a lot. So I could pray on it and do a love. Is it a partner of yours? Oh, he's an ex. Okay. Oh, those are hard. I know. Oh, yeah. Those are no fun. I'm sorry. Relationships ending is never a fun thing. So I'm sending you lots of love. But yeah, we'll do a love reading, and I'll specifically ask if there's any words of wisdom or light about your ex as well. We'll just see what they say, okay? Sometimes when people call for relationship readings, they tend to get cards that seek self-reflection. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I say girl immediately, assuming, forgive me. If you only knew, I had this one ex a long time ago, and I stayed hung up on that boy for a long time. And so I know exactly what you're going through. And now I'm with my husband, and we've been together for 13 years. So I know it seems like it will never come, but it will. Okay. So I can say, girl, if you only knew. So, okay, let me pray over the deck and then we'll do a reading, okay? Sasha. My source, my higher power, creator of all, thank you for guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for Sasha as she's seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding her love life, her ex, and just healing from this wound. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to wrap their arms around Sasha and provide strength, warmth, self-love, self-confidence, and words of wisdom regarding her ex and what's to come. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck thinking of you. Yeah, and look, I thought he wouldn't make it past 3. And so it's possible. And I just tell people who are going through heartaches, I had to go through all those heartaches to be the person I was meant to be for Kifa. That's my husband's YouTube handle. And Manisha, I remember, is it Manisha or no? Manusa, Mimisa. Yeah, let me write your name down before I shuffle. I'm doing Sasha now, but I'll write your name down and you can go after Sasha. Munisa. Forgive me. There's another person in here with an M name, and their name is the one I said first. I can imagine, Sasha, you know, these exes and going through these deep relationships will do just that, you know, but at least it's helped you see your spiritual side and that you always have somebody, you know, that loves you and guides you and protects you. I rid this deck of any negativity. Look, my dogs agree. They're like, you got this. You're going to get over this person. I only leave work of love, light, and positivity. I said, you just guide my words, guide this deck to provide Sasha with the words that she needs to hear regarding this situation in her love life. I'm thankful that she's here. I'm thankful for this community and our higher power for helping raise positive vibrational fields. When one rises, we all rise. Severo. Look, he's like, you got this? He's talking to you. He's like, you're a good girl. There's going to be a king waiting for you, or queen, whichever you prefer then. Somebody, because you have the divine within you. You're worthy of it all and more. Oh, the lovers. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. Let's see. Maybe it's a commitment to like move on. Who knows? I always like tell people like, you know, these exes are in our lives, but sometimes they're an ex for a reason. Ultimately, you truly know deep down the knowing of it, you know. I trust my knowing and make a commitment to what you know will serve your higher purpose. Two lovers face one another in a paradise garden, the hazy sunshine illuminating a perfect setting. Between them is a rose quartz heart, a symbol of the love they offer one another. Rose quartz crystal points sparkle behind them, growing alongside pink and yellow roses and pretty garden flowers. This couple is not quite entwined, however. There is something still to realize or to commit to. This card can simply show love and a new relationship, but often there is a decision to be made. And this applies to a relationship and to other life areas too, such as work and finances. The Lover's card asks you to think carefully about the future and make the right decision rather than act impulsively to get what you need now. And I know for me and my the relationship I had with that ex a long time ago, I went back with him and then I realized through turmoil that he was an ex and was where he should have been. I should have never reconciled, but not saying that that's your situation. This card is speaking to your own, as you said, you're spiritual as well. So you have discernment now. You're connected with your divine. So you have that knowing within you. You know, instead of thinking with your head, think with your divine, and think about what really lines up with your higher purpose and what's the best for you, even though it might be hard. You know, the Queen of Pentacles. I have everything I need to prosper. This is validating, even if you choose to go on single, that you're going to be okay because you have everything. You're loved, you're guided, you're protected. Support and sensuality. As a person in your reading, this queen is a helper, full of practical advice and support for friends and close family. She is firmly rooted to her home and naturally nurtures everything. Come here, Siete. And naturally nurtures. Oh, I lost my train of thought. And naturally nurtures everything and everyone in her circle. Down to earth, she is pragmatist who values actions over words. As a situation, the card represents excellent management, financial abundance, and giving, and can also denote empathy with nature, children, and animals. The message here is generosity and financial and emotional security. So this card is your higher power, just validating those things, that even though you might feel like crap right now about this ex, that this is trying to cultivate that attitude of gratitude. I see the more that I'm able to do that, then when the crappy things happen, I can deal with them a lot easier, you know? Strength. And look at that. Oh, I love our higher power, the strength card. I can deal with whatever comes my way. How powerful. I love our higher power and always just knowing exactly what we need to hear, you know? A maiden sits serenely, gently holding the head of the lion as she would a pet. The maiden may appear fragile, but she has the courage and patience to calm his wildness. The pendant at her heart is made from tiny Herkimer diamonds arranged in a figure 8, the symbol of infinity, shown also above the crown of her head. The Herkimer diamonds symbolize her endurance and calm purpose. Strength asks you to hold your position and face whatever confronts you. You may feel you are being tested, but with calm acceptance, the situation is manageable. This may relate to an external situation or an inner emotional conflict. An additional meaning of the card is the return of vitality and sense of well-being. This is your high power saying, don't worry about that ex. You're always loved, guided, and protected. And there's a crystal, if you like crystals, it's the Herkimer diamond. This very hard quartz is associated with endurance, spiritual knowing, intuition, and emotional clearing. It is linked with the crown, third eye, and heart chakras. Just as a Herkimer diamond is beautifully clear to look at, it brings clarity of purpose. When you need strength and clarity, hold it and feel its power to bring you to the focus you need. Oh, thank you, Tugbour, for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sasha, for letting me read for you. And I hope it gave you something to pray or meditate over, whatever your practice is, and just to help guide you through this. And as I said, like, I know relationships and moving on is so hard. And I'm sending you just so much strength and so much love and so much positivity because you're the divine. You're worthy of it all. Yes, you are. That's exactly what it was meant for. Oh, thank you, Sasha, for being here. And thank you for letting me read for you. You know, it helps me stay spiritually fit as well. I know it's going to be amazing. And when you get the new, like, best king ever, you have to come back and tell me. All right. Muniza, thank you for letting me or helping me pronounce your name. Would you like a general reading today, Muniza? And welcome back. Thank you for coming back to support the community. Oh, look, 2% she's some love too, Sasha. Oh, yeah, she does. It's going to be amazing. You're going to like have so much fun dating. Or not, whatever you decide to do. I shouldn't speak that into whatever you decide to do, it's going to be amazing. All right, Vanessa, if you're still here, you can hop in the chat. Oh, what blessings are coming towards me? Okay, I'm going to pray over the deck, Munisa. And then we'll do a reading, okay? What blessings are coming towards, sorry, forgive me. What blessings are coming towards me? Okay. My higher power, my source, creator of all, thank you for being here and guiding my words in this deck. I ask that you do the same for Meniza, as Meniza is here seeking spiritual guidance and advice for what blessings are coming their way. I call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to bring in words of light, love, and positivity and spiritual wisdom regarding what blessings may be coming towards Meniza. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Okay, I'm going to shuffle thinking of you, and then we'll do a reading. I rid this deck of any negativity. I love this little thing. I had like 2 blessings one from a guru, and then last Sunday, one from light workers, and I was wearing it both times. I love it so much. And I ride my motorcycle with it a lot too. And that's a whole blessing in itself. Like they call it wind therapy. Yeah, that's a whole real thing. I always speak with words of love, light, and positivity. I ask that you guide my words in this deck for Meniza, as Meniza is seeking spiritual advice and wisdom regarding the blessings that are to come their way. I'm appreciative of this community and of my deck and of our higher power for helping me to raise the positive vibrational fields of the world we live in. When one rises, we all rise. Okay. Okay. Mesa. The Magician. I manifest perfectly what I deserve. I love it when you're like, what are my blessings? And they're like, manifested. I love that. And it's true that I really believe in the power of manifestation and that our thoughts have so much power, along with our actions, of course. The magician is at work performing a ritual. The tip of his wand touches the infinity symbol, signifying his connection to universal energy. His left hand points downward, bringing celestial energy to earth. On his table are his resources, the sword, pentacle, cup, and crystal wand, which represent the 4 suits of the tarot's minor arcana. In the center of the altar is a citrine crystal ball, empowering the magician's intention to manifest what he desires. That's your higher power talking to you, telling you that you're worthy of it all. Whatever blessings you want that line up with your higher self can happen. The magician brings energy to any situation. The card tells you that now is the time for action. You will receive messages, offers, and even long-awaited news. You're going to have to come back and let me know what that is. In work and personal projects, you may feel inspired to bring a dream a step closer to reality. As every area of life speeds up, travel is also auspicious under the magician's influence. Overall, positive and dynamic change is in the air. That's a blessing. Positive and dynamic change. That's interesting. All right. The Knight of Wands. I make decisions without pressure. Let me find my wands. All right. Knight of Wands. Action, speed, and impulsiveness. As a person, this knight is dynamic and charismatic, full of energy. As a situation, the card shows an unexpected turn of events, a sudden conversation that moves a stuck situation forward, a sudden attraction and flirtation, a flash of inspiration. Whatever impact the knight has, he brings energy. The advice within the card is not to get too caught up too soon and take a moment to consider what is an offer before you proceed. In readings, the card also comes up to show an imminent house move. There's a lot in there. All right. The next one is the Hanged Man. I can see this situation another way. A young man is suspended upside down from a tree. The tree is a representation of the tree of life, a sacred symbol of the enduring connectedness of all things. He is tethered to a branch by one foot, yet he appears unharmed and peaceful, awaiting whatever the future brings. The luminous selenite rocks below him symbolize his connection to the spiritual world. You may feel in limbo as you wait for events to speed up, but one of your other cards says it's happening. For others to make a move. The card, however, asks you to make the most of the impasse. So it's going back to be grateful for what you have in this moment and see your situation from another angle. An additional meaning is considering a compromise as a way forward. Spiritually, the hangman can show meditation, spiritual awareness, and spiritual initiation. Oh, Vanessa, thank you for coming back and letting me read for you. I hope it gave you something to meditate or pray over, whatever your practice is. And of course, you being here helps to raise the positive vibrational fields that we live in. So thank you. I appreciate you for coming back to see me and see everyone here. You're welcome, of course, anytime. All right. Well, I don't have anybody else on the list. If there's anybody else that would like a reading, you can hop in the chat. If not, I might hop off of here. I've been blessed today. It was a very packed hour and a half. Just a little bit of time in limbo, and that was it. And I always appreciate people coming back. And of course, the newcomers. I was very blessed today with somebody saying that the energy of the room is why they asked for a reading. That's what it's about. You know, I read tarot to connect with people spiritually and to help me stay spiritually fit, you know. And also, like I've shared in some of my other videos, that when I was not as spiritual, I saw spiritual connection through tarot, but I could never afford it. By the way, my AA sponsor told me today that I need to start attending Debtors Anonymous. That's probably why I could never afford a tarot reader, because I need to join Debtors Anonymous. I really didn't even know that was a thing, but yeah, it is. But AA brings me so much peace. So I'm going to give Debtors Anonymous a chance as part of my recovery. And I know that it will teach me just how to be a better human also, and how to not take advantage of financial institutions. So yeah, I don't even know why I said that, but anyways, the energy that couldn't afford the tarot. Yeah. So now that I'm a spiritual being and I can connect with my tarot deck for myself, I just love reading for other people to give them a sense of calmness as well that it provides me, you know. So I'm grateful to all of y'all. And with that said, I will close it out. Do not forget, we are loved, guided, and protected. We are bountiful, beautiful, and blissful. And namaste.